Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Catherine, and this is Queen Cancer Tarot Channel. I'm here to bring you all clarity, guidance, and love messages. And today we are going to be doing a you versus them reading. This is going to be a love bomb. We already have some of the cards dealt out. We have oracle messages, tarot messages here to clarify, and we will also clarify as well with another tarot deck. Okay. And then we'll pull more oracle messages as we go throughout the reading. All right. But first of all, I hope you guys are doing well today. And I hope you guys are feeling blessed because you are. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get started. So, what we have here, we have longing. So I dealt out some oracle messages. This is the energy underneath the deck. This is your energy, your person's energy. This is the challenge, and this is the advice. Okay. So starting with your energy, we have longing here. Okay. Missing you, let's talk, and reunion. Okay. So something that you're wanting that you don't have currently, okay, is the overall energy I'm getting from that. Something that you are wanting and wishing for in a major way. And we have intimacy, okay? So some of you are wanting and missing intimacy. Maybe you're currently in a relationship with someone and you're not feeling the closeness that you used to have with this person, or you may feel that this person's respect level has diminished over time in the connection, and you are missing that connection, that intimacy that you used to have with your person. Okay. So there's an energy of, something you used to have that was very close to you is now not, and you're longing for that back. So look, we have the Seven of Pentacles here is the first card. Okay, Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands here. Okay, so this is an energy of having to be patient and wait. And with that Five of Wands is telling me is that there are others that are perhaps also waiting for the same thing. There could be some competition that you are aware of, therefore some tension or even aggressive energy, or even fights and arguments between others. There could be this going on. So I'm getting an energy of someone who likes to have a lot of attention, someone who likes to have people arguing over them. I'm not saying this as being like this is somebody who's like a narcissist or has some sort of ego issues, period. And I'm getting an energy of waiting, but also not being the only one waiting, right? Longing for intimacy, wanting this closeness, but you can't have it because there's all these others waiting on the sideline, fighting for the same person, right? Let's see. We have the Page of Cups here. So this is someone who's in their head, daydreaming, hoping that things get better, wanting to have this emotional connection, somebody whose head is in the clouds, right? And then we have the Knight of Pentacles here, which again, this is an energy of someone who is moving very, very slowly, right? It's like your head is in the clouds and it's like an energy of, even though it's like you're not really getting what you're being promised, you're still committed to this person. It's like you're in your head hoping, wanting for things to change and waiting for things to change, right? Hoping and waiting. Okay. We'll get to the energy under the deck, but it starts with the Ten of Swords. So there's definitely some sort of ending that is taking place, or someone even who is perhaps even cheating. There is some sort of betrayal even that is taking place. But let's look at your person's energy before we automatically go there. So we have exhausted here. Okay, so somebody's burned out. Somebody is tired. Okay, somebody is running on E. Okay, it sounds like somebody is really busy, is what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody's got a lot going on. Let's see what else is next. Exhausted, and we have recharge. So, see, look, breathe, let go, clear your mind. So, there's the energy of this person is they're tired. They have a lot of situations that are, they have going on, and they are trying to keep up. And I feel like there's the energy of this person may be someone that will come around, when they want something, and then this person is gone, they're busy, and then, you may not hear from this person. You're wondering why, because this person's exhausted. They need to rest. They've been running around and trying to, satisfy everyone's attention, and they're only one person. That's what I feel could potentially be the situation. So we have the 9 of Wands here and the Ace of Wands. Okay, 10 Wands burned out. Look at this. 9 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. That is 10 Wands. This is someone who is burnt out. They are tired. With the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Wands, this is someone who will expect you to sit around and wait for them while they go off and have one night stands. Period, point blank. And then they'll come back and they'll be exhausted and won't have energy for you, right? And then you're sitting here longing for intimacy, wondering why you're not getting, you know what I'm saying, your lion's share. And the reason why you're being made to wait is because there's all this competition. That is the reason. That is why you're waiting. We have the Emperor here. So this is like someone who is committed here or in a committed relationship. And with the Magician, there can be multiple commitments. This person is very busy. The Magician is one who has many talents, okay? Many talents. And I'm seeing many commitments with this person. So they're not just, acting as though they're committed to you, but this person is acting committed to multiple people, which is why they feel the responsibility to have to run around and do all this to try to keep up. Look, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, baby. This is the number one indication that somebody with next to the Magician, like literally somebody is getting jealous because this person has got a lot of going on. They are out there in the streets, and you cannot keep the Queen content. You cannot. You just can't, because you're spread too thin, right? So Cancer, this person is coming off being, or there's an energy of you being, even being, they're making it seem as though it's too much, like you're smothering them. You know what I mean? Yeah, like they need a break. They need time to breathe. That's why we're getting recharge here. Like this person is tired, and they're going to come off to you like they just need a break. They need to rest. They need time to breathe, or they need time to get over all this activity. Do you see what I'm saying? All of this cheating, all of this back and forth. And we also have the 8 of Swords. So there is an energy of trying to block you, right? There's a sense of pushing you away, okay, or trying to keep you at a distance because they know that they have been around other people intimately. Do you see what I'm saying? And they are, they want to keep you at bay. All right. While they recharge, while they, get some rest up, and so that they can get back to whatever they need to come and appease you, right? But this isn't going to work. So let's see, what is the challenge with this? So we have boundaries, okay? Boundaries coming in. And disrespectful, enough is enough, and defending yourself. You're drawing a line in the sand. So there's going to be some things this person is not able to do like they thought they were. Okay, it's going to be a new day. You are saying enough is enough. Either you're not accepting what this person has to say, or you are, going around this person and defying this person in some way. Do you see what I mean? Um, Look, thrills, okay? Listen, continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. Definitely sounding like toxic energy, definitely sounding like you're saying enough is enough. You're no longer going to be making another bad decision when it comes to this person, and you are not allowing this person to take you through it. You know what I mean? Like the book stops here, you're drawing a line, you're going to be defending yourself in some kind of way. So let's see the tarot. So we have judgment. Okay, enough is enough, Cancer. This is it. This talks about, making a final decision, looking at a situation, looking back and deciding like I can no longer go down this road. Okay, something has got to give. And look, the death card. Enough is enough. We're done here. We are done. This is Grim Reaper energy. This is things coming to a halt. Okay. And look, the Nine of Swords. This is an energy of being bitter, scorned, unhappy, feeling betrayed, at a dead end, can't sleep. This person has hurt you, right? And you're no longer allowing this person to come back in to put you through this continuously painful cycle any further. Okay. Period. But there is also an energy of some sort of an addiction. I feel like this person is toxic in your energy, and it just may be hard for you to separate yourself or to end things. I feel like that's going to be the challenge, is ending things and walking away from this person, because it has been addictive. That's probably why things have gone on so long. It has gone from love to like lust and longing. At this point, it's not even love anymore, it's wanting the love, right? We have under the deck, just really quick before we move on to the advice, we have the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, okay, the Queen of Cups here, and the Eight of Pentacles. So listen, there's the energy of there's going to be an ending. With that Nine of Pentacles, there's the energy of you being free or independent, okay? Taking care of yourself and doing better, right? Ascending. And then we have the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Again, this is a glow up. This is an emotional, you working on your emotional needs. You know what I'm saying? Satisfying your own emotional needs here. Taking care of yourself, loving on yourself, okay? That is what this looks like to me. And look, we have Temperance here and the Eight of Cups. Okay. Listen, there's an energy of you wanting balance overall. Okay. And you're willing to walk away. There's an energy of willing to walk away for purposes of healing, right? You are wanting to learn whatever lesson it is that spirit wants you to learn, and you're willing to walk away if that's what it means. You see what I'm saying? To get peace and for harmony, you are willing to walk away. Look, we have the Chariot here and the High Priestess. Okay. And look, you even have the World. See what I'm saying? So there you are going to have closure, right? You are going to be spiritually protected here. You have the King of Pentacles at the end of it all. That's all about protection here. And then we have you on some sort of journey with the divine. Okay. This is spiritually guided energy here with the High Priestess, right? You connecting with yourself on a divine level. All right, or connecting with the divine on an intuitive personal level internally. All right. And then the advice here, we have possibilities in the reverse. Possibilities in the reverse. And we have isolation here. Okay. Isolation. And, This talks about not being able to make up your mind and separating yourself and going into isolation. And I feel like that is the advice from Spirit. Spirit wants you to separate yourself from all of the outside world and also every other influence. And he wants you to tap into your own self, your own intuition. Okay. Period. Self-inflicted, left alone. See, all of this is about you being left alone to make up your mind and decide for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because the answer is already there. I feel like with possibilities in the reverse, I feel like there's an energy of and you already have the answer. Like you don't need to seek the answer. All you need to do is separate yourself, okay, from all of the toxic energies that are around you, and it will find you. You know what I'm saying? So we have the Five of Swords, okay? This is all of that conflict, all of that those whispering in your ear, people playing games with your head. You know what I mean? People coming in and saying things and causing you to get upset and taking you out of your square. That is taking you down. You are ascending, because once you ascend, once you get alone with Spirit, that's when Spirit is going to connect you to the divine. That's when Spirit is going to connect you to the divine guidance and answers that you need. So you're not even going to have to worry about a thing. You already have the answers here. Look, we have the Lovers. This talks about a bond, a contract. This also talks about a soul tie. Okay. And I feel like there's a commitment that, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have what you deserve. And we have the Justice card here at the end of the day. Justice card. This talks about getting what you deserve at the end of the day. Cause and effect. Period. I told you. I don't make this stuff up. I do not make it up. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify here. We're going to use the other deck. All right. Starting with the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands here. Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. And look, the Judgment card. See? There is going to be a decision that is made. There's an energy of, you know what? You are no longer putting up with this. Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. You've been sitting around dealing with being in competition with others for long enough. With the Judgment card, there's an energy of enough is freaking enough here, and you are putting your foot down. You are tired of sitting around waiting on this intimacy here. See, look, we have Justice under the deck, y'all. I cannot make it up. I cannot make this up, y'all. Oh my God. And I was even going to make the point about the Judgment card being on this side here. Okay. And then on this side, we have the Justice card. Now we have the Judgment and the Justice card coming out back to back. Now you tell me that was a fluke. No, it was not a fluke. It was not a fluke. This is going to be the consequences of this person's actions. They cheated, they lied, they're karmic. They're going to get their justice at the end of the day. Because look, there's only so much you are able to take here. All right. With the Nine of Swords, pretty soon we're going to have 10 swords here. Look at this under the deck. You can only take so much. This is all about betrayal, not being able to sleep, lies, deception over and over again. And we have the 10 swords here. Final deception to the breaking point here. Tell me that don't make sense. Tell me it does not make sense. Tell me about this person's energy with exhausted here and recharge. Like I said, they're tired because they've been busy out in the streets and they don't sit still long enough. You see what I'm saying? They're so busy running around trying to pretend like they're somebody. Yeah, that's why they need to recharge. That's why they sleep so much. That's why this person is constantly always saying they're tired. They never have enough energy for you. This is why. Tell me about exhausted and recharge here. So all of that wanted to come out. So we got the Nine of Wands again. So we have the Nine of Wands twice here. Let me show it to you. Nine of Wands twice. We have the Knight of Swords and we have the Six of Cups. Okay. So all of a sudden there's an energy. That Nine of Wands talks about someone being able to, and it's getting really hot. This talks about someone having a, what do you call it? A high endurance. Okay. Able to endure for a long period of time, being able to last. That's what that Nine of Wands is. And then we have the Knight of Swords here and the Six of Cups, which again, this is somebody going in a different direction. And then with this, we have childhood or youth. I feel like this person is really starting to like age like at a faster pace than they normally would. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at like those gigolos that, you know, have had like a long history of being out in the streets, once they get older, like they look worn down. They can't walk. They are dried up. Do you understand? And it's almost like a curse. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like a curse because you've been so busy running in streets. And, you know, pavement is hard on the body. Okay. Pavement is hard on the body, baby. And if you've been busy, like a rolling stone, going from house to house, you know, doing this and doing that, after a while, it's going to take its toll energetically. I don't care how many vitamins, how many workouts, I don't care how young you think you want to be. Spiritual toll, okay, will end up showing up physically. People don't realize this. That is what people like. It's like they don't realize that. So let's see. Let's move on. Tell me about judgment with the Death card and the Nine of Swords here with boundaries and thrills. This is the challenge here. And again, like I said, I feel like walking away from this continuous cycle is going to be challenging. So look, the world closing this cycle, y'all. Walking away, staying away, ending things for good here. It's hard for you. See with the Hangman under the deck. It's the energy. See with the Nine of Swords. It's difficult for you to walk away. With the Eight of Pentacles, there's an energy of you feeling somehow that you need to work on it, or if you just work harder with the Magician, that you could make things better. But that's not the case here. With the Death card is still sitting here. See what I'm saying? Grim Reaper is still sitting right here with the Eight of Cups. At the end of the day, you're just going to end up walking away anyways. There's the energy of not prolonging it. Stop prolonging the trauma. See what I mean? It's like knowing that it's bad, knowing that it's going to spread, knowing that it's going to cause other things to go bad, and you are just kind of like, oh, I'll just leave it there for another week or two and see if things change. No. No, we're just going to remove it now, okay, so that it doesn't do any further damage. And you know what? Yeah, nobody wants to take a chance with their own self like that. So I feel like it's not fair for you to do it to yourself. You know what I mean? Period, point blank. So we have possibilities in the reverse and isolation here. Okay, with the Five of Swords, the Lovers, and Justice here. Tell me about possibilities in the reverse with isolation. Possibilities in the reverse. I feel like what this is, I feel like with possibilities in the upright is you making some excuse or finding some sort of bogus ass reason to go back to this person or some reason why you need to give it another chance. And I feel like, no, I feel like once you isolate yourself from this person, then you'll be able to see the truth for what it is. See, the Five of Swords, that talks about mind games, right? And I feel like with the Lovers here, I feel like you were jaded. I feel like you were emotionally triggered by this person, or there was some sort of way this person was able to seduce you. You see what I mean? Adam, Eve, and the snake. I feel like the snake was like tempting you. And with the Justice card here, this is all about you getting truth for what it is, seeing the truth. All right. But I feel like you isolating yourself, that's why we have recharge here. I feel like that's where you're going to be able to see what you need to see. I don't know why this card popped out here. Tell me about possibilities. Oh, was that the Ace of Wands was the card that came out? Well, let's see what else comes out. Tell me about possibilities in the reverse. See, I feel like this person may try to come on with some sort of passionate, romantic attraction, some sort of way to seduce you into forgetting about the truth here. But no, you're going to isolate yourself, Cancer. Okay. Possibilities and isolation. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. So they're trying to turn things around. They're trying to change something. This is all about change here, changing fate, you making a decision, and this person is trying to turn things around. No, Cancer, this is not it. You know why? Under the deck, see, Seven of Cups, confusion, trying to cause confusion when you know with the Sun card, you know exactly what it is you want to do. You know exactly what the truth is. You know what you need to be doing. And this person is trying to cause confusion. See, with the Three of Swords. See what I'm saying? They don't want you to walk away. With the Knight of Wands, see, they're trying to stop it. They are trying to stop it. But that's bogus. I'm telling you right now, it's bogus, Cancer. Don't fall for it. Okay. I hope you guys enjoy the message. I will be back with more you versus them. I'll be doing more of these shorter messages so that we can have more energies resonate with more of you. Okay. So please like this message and please tune in to the other messages. Okay. Put your notifications on all so you can be notified when I upload all of my readings and when I announce the winners. I am going to be announcing the weekly winners on Sunday afternoon. I don't know when this reading is posting, but if it doesn't post until Monday, then congratulations to everyone who won. I am announcing the winners on Sunday. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.